Environmental stakeholders have called on the federal government to take a step further from rhetorics and take necessary actions to address climate concerns in the country. They made this known during a press conference to mark the Climate Emergency Day in Abuja. They say there is an urgent need for government to show its commitment by appointing a competent Minister of Environment and ensuring the nation's ecological funds is judiciously utilized by states and the federal government.
It is true that Nigeria is currently grappling with a number of challenges that need to be surmounted in the shortest possible time. To do that, it will require unprecedented resolve by citizens and a corresponding political will to address these issues. However, it is important to note that in addressing these issues, the prosperity of our nation and its long-term sustainability depends on the health of our environment. It is therefore expedient that we take action to protect our environment, and to do that, we need to take action now and take it immediately. We have less than 6 years to keep the global temperatures below 1.5 degrees Celsius pre-industrial levels. On Saturday, July 22nd, 2023, the climate clock will flip from 6 years to 5 years, 364 days for the first time in history by 5 p.m. Nigerian time. The climate clock is a global symbol of urgency, melting act, science, technology, and grassroots mobilization to alert people to the climate emergency and to help enact hopeful and doable solutions in line with global commitments to the Paris Agreement that aims to keep global warming below 1.5 degrees Celsius to preserve a livable world for all of us. The deadline of the clock is sourced from the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change Data, which is the global standard for climate science.
We need a capable minister for environment. So who is an ideal minister for environment? For me at this stage, looking at the vulnerability that we have, and when I say vulnerability, if you look at Nigeria's debt burden, it is very huge. And research has shown that countries with huge debt burdens, such as Nigeria, is very vulnerable to climate change impact. And that is why we are very slow to respond to climate disasters, like the flooding of 2022, and even the flooding that has already taken place. We actually don't have the money, truth be told. So we need someone who understands financial flows to be the Minister for Environment. That individual must have skills in negotiations. That individual must have skills in mobilizing climate finance for the country. We need money, we need climate finance. And it is only someone who has a background in financial flows that can do this. We don't just need the normal politician. We don't just need that key ministry to be given to someone just for compensation. We need a capable minister for environment. The impact of climate change on food production in Nigeria is very high. We cannot be importing food at this stage. We don't even have the money. We know what it is with the forex and the exchange rates. We must produce our food locally. And for us to do that, we need to support local farmers. We need to support local farmers to build climate resilience. That is the only way we can meet our food security needs. A country that cannot feed itself is a poor country.
We do not want to have climate deniers anymore. We have lived and have seen the implication of working and existing in an ecosystem with climate deniers, wherein all that we seek to achieve is thrown to the wind. Things have to change. Things must change. Things will change. And I know things are changing because we are all here.
The time has come for us to hold leaders accountable in terms of the expenditures of, for example, the ecological fund that is meant for flooding and erosion of states. States receive about 0.72% of that funding every month. Federal government gets 1% of that, of the total 3% from the country's revenue. So it's time for those funds to be channeled to the right section and right action.